About the raptidons, mantisaurs, and marauders, the toxic sulfur pools and poisonous plants, but he didn't listen.
Oh, law, Captain. A youngster won't last long in a place like this. Please, can't we help?
Please, won't you go and find my boy?
Did you say there was a reward? Why would he run away?
He's been pining for an adventure. Says he's tired of living cooped up behind the walls. But he doesn't understand how dangerous it is out there. I warned him. A raptidon would snap him up first chance it got. I just know one's ripped his arm off and is gnawing on his sweet little fingers. He should have listened to his mama. I promised I'd keep him safe here with me.
Where would he have gone?
He's been listening to those awful broadcasts that the iconoclasts put out. I begged Sanjar to put a stop to them, but did he? No! And now I just know my boy's run off to Amber Heights. That is, if a mantiqueen hasn't spooled out and eaten his entrails for breakfast already.
What were you saying about the iconoclasts?
Those low-life degenerates, leading innocent boys into a life of danger. Oh, they make it sound so exciting. Like it's noble to risk it all out there, fighting for the greater good. How noble is it to worry your loved ones? Not at all, I say. But still they preach their sermons of anarchy and rebellion to anyone who listened. If they weren't holed up in Amber Heights, I'd knock them all upside the head.
Where is Amber Heights?
That old settlement, southwest of Stellar Bay. I don't know which is worse, the thought of my son shacking up with the nutty iconoclasts. Or that he never made it. Sprats could be nesting in his rotting body alongside the road as we speak. Or maybe marauders got him, pulled all his teeth out, crushed him into their drugs and made him snort them. Oh, the things that could happen to my sweet baby.
I'll help you find him.
Thank you. Oh, I know he'll be safe now that someone's able to fetch him home. You look for him in Amber Heights, you hear? It's down the road southwest of town. I'm sure he made it that far. I just know it. And if you find any of them iconoclasts indoctrinating my boy, you punch them in the mouths. Tell them what I think of them luring little boys away from their mamas. It's immoral.
Oh, so you just whined for the sake of it. Got it. Excuse me. Oh, dispensary. Zeng's Emporium.
Help! Someone's been killed!
Whoa! What?
I think I'm gonna be sick.
Pull yourself together and tell me what
I
happened.
clean the apartments while everyone's at work. I've seen all sorts of messes, but this... If you're going into the apartments, do not go into the lower one on the right. That's where the body is. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to go contemplate a hot shower.
Contemplate because he can't take one. Oh god. Vending machines, yay.
Oh, sorry. Just spooked me, was all.
What a gruesome way to die.
Okay, so there's probably evidence or something to gather, right? Several ragged outfits, all of the same cut and color, were stuffed into the suitcase. Stainless steel rats. screen. Side quest, stainless steel rat. Okay, so I do need to keep looking around the apartment? Okay, so it's just pointing me here. Mostly colonists. Left field, betting. Okay. Okay, let's go to the dispensary for now.
If Velma's capable of running the warehouse, she can certainly pick up her own caffeinoid.
Don't be so hard on her. With Brack's missing, she's working doubles and needs a little edge.
Very well, dearie. But you stop by anytime you like, hmm?
Oh,
Thanks,
God.
I'll keep that in mind.
Hi there.
Velma's gonna be extra cranky if she doesn't get her cut.
Hello, dearie. Why, I don't believe I've seen you before. And with sweet cheeks like those, I'd remember.
I hope you're talking about my
What can
face.
Auntie Abigail do for you?
I've been asked to pick up a caffeinoid supplement. Yep.
And what a helpful young man you are. Nothing like a little pill to liven up the spirits. Who's your lucky friend, dearie?
Nyoka. I don't know, Auntie. You'll have to pry that from my sweet little cheeks. Ha!
Aren't you a saucy thing? I may not be a fresh young thing anymore, but with age comes experience, dearie.
Oh, I didn't realize that's the direction this was taking. Why don't you show... Oh.
Much as I'd love to, my rheumatism is especially fierce at the moment, and I'm all out of my medicine. But I'd hate to send you away empty-handed. You were here for caffeinoid, weren't you? Who's it for?
Lie.
I'm so sorry, but with the iconoclasts and the marauder filth chasing away what little trade we get, I'm afraid I have to reserve my supply for Stellar Bay residents.
Okay.
Our reserves have gotten so low, I've even had to start locking the supply room upstairs. Isn't it a shame what some people will do to get a little extra?
That's just awful. Sympathize.
Isn't it just? I'd make an exception for you if I could, my little cherub. Is there anyone else needing a special pickup from Auntie Abigail?
Nyoka.
Oh, her. It's none of my business, but I have told her Dr. Williams would bump up her monthly allotment if only she'd join MSI. Contribute like the rest of us. Now I've gone and said too much. And you know me, dearie. I don't like to pry.
Mm-hmm. Must be some way to increase it.
Well, I'm afraid not. Dr. Williams managed the town's allotments from his terminal upstairs. Even I can't access them.
I thought you were in charge. Persuade, yeah.
Oh, you flatter an old woman. Me, I'm just here to be a pretty face for the customers. And to keep an extra key to the supply room, for all the times Dr. Williams misplaced his.
Forgetful fellow, eh?
Careless experimentation with medicinal substances does take its toll, eventually.
Where can I find Dr. Williams?
In the town graveyard, I'm afraid. Poor man was always searching for the Flower of Enlightenment. On the way, he tried some rather daring substance combinations.
The Flower of Enlightenment?
It's a philosophist's symbol of some kind, dearie. Never you mind. The graveyard's near the southern ruins. You're certainly welcome to pay our respects, but the bodies tend to attract beasties. Do be careful. I'd hate for anything to happen to you, dearie.
I'm not going to
Chin up,
intimidate
dearie.
yet, if I can help it. I'd rather not make enemies just yet. And I can probably deal with anything. Employee login, Williams, patient records, Nyoka, increase. Data storage, Williams. I'm just toggling them all to get red. I'd rather not create a new account. Hello. No, that's a stealing. Oh. Oh. Oh, I don't even need any fix. Should have just given me the caffeinoid, lady. Let me try talking to her, see
Come
if
to
she...
share a secret with Auntie Abigail? Come to share a secret with Auntie Abigail?
Okay. Guess that's that. Nyoka. Who is this? What are you talking about? Okay. No idle dialogue. Got it. Nyoka!
Ah, the charmer! Welcome back. Drink, chat, or business? All of the above?
Got your magic pills.
More or less dangerous than a steady supply of alcohol. Give it here.
Depresses and
Ooh, that hits the spot. Right in the,
stimulants.
Oh, there it is. There it is. Yes. We're in business. Let's go.
Please just tell me how to reach the information.
Oh, Hiram? I ain't checked in on that man in an age. He's running the giant radio tower we lovingly call Devil's Peak. It's south and west. Mostly follow the road till you're past Fallbrook, then look for caverns in the mountain. If you ain't into spelunking, there's a western slope past Rotting River, but it's dangerous ground. A lot of things that'll want to eat you there. Good luck.
Okay.
Ah, the charmer! Welcome back. Drink, chat, or business? All of the above?
Turns out I could
Suppose
use a guide
drinking on the
after all.
trail is better than drinking on this here stool. That said, 3's already a crowd. I don't mind waiting somewhere until you got a spot open.
I've got a ship if you want to wait there.
As long as you've got my back, I'll have yours. Welcome to the Unreliable Crew.
A ship? Well, look at you. I'll find a spot there to call my own for now. Find me when you're ready.
Yeah.
I wonder sometimes what they're doing on other colonies.
Uh-huh.
Hmm.
think they're watching the same serials?
Investigate the
following the same tossball game?
tossball betting.
Velma seem out of sorts to you?
She's always cranky.
No, I mean...
Is this where Velma
more than
is?
usual.
Yes, it is.
Wouldn't know. I made it a point to stay out of her way.
Okay, quick save. You know what? Nah. Let's go ahead and get her with us. I need the vicar with me, so Pavardi's just gonna have to stay behind, unfortunately. Alright, so this is either the full crew, or I'm going to have to eventually start picking and choosing. Oh, whoop. Oh. Come on.
Smells like rap music.
Oh, it does work. I bought some muffins.
Come on. Okay. Hello.
As you were.
No.
I don't have time for this.
The screen is broken. What?
Ooh, you're the new face. Wow, you must be up on all the latest tossball games. So who do you
I've
follow?
got the vigor.
Wait, don't tell me. You look like a Hammersmith Thunder fan. No, Glacial H Mammoths.
Lie, I play for Auntie Cleo's Darlings.
I'd heard they'd gotten a new hacker. Is that why everyone's making such a fuss about you? But what are you doing on Monarch?
Goodwill tour for Halcyon.
Maybe we're not so isolated as I thought. So, what can I do for you?
Found this betting slip. Said you were having trouble?
Graham's always filling the airwaves with this propaganda. Like it's done him any good. All it means is the tossball games get to us in fragments. Makes them real hard to watch. Poor Isaac. I was wondering why I hadn't seen him in a few days. I'd really like to help. Isaac was a sweet fellow, even if he did have terrible teeth.
I'm listening.
Right. So the thing with Isaac is he didn't know where to stop. He'd get stuck on something, and he just couldn't let it go. Sometimes he'd drink Purpleberry Punch by the liter. Other times he'd keep betting on a losing team. Started owing the wrong people money.
So, who did he owe?
I don't know for sure, but I saw Elijah and his buddies pushing Isaac around. They're hooligans from Fallbrook. They sweep into town, drop supplies off behind the warehouse, and spend the rest of their stay getting rowdy over tossball games. They usually loiter in the alley behind the yacht club. They're not allowed in the bar anymore. I bet you anything Isaac ran into trouble with one of them.
Thanks for the tip.
Mr. Sanjar will be pleased to hear about it when you're done. I know he gets fed up with the Fallbrook bullies, but there's not much he can do.
What on earth was that? Okay, I'm going to speak to Velma.
Hey, Velma, I got your caffeinoid pills.
You're a lifesaver. Hope Abigail didn't give you a hard time.
Oh, she tried to give
Just
him a
the
hard time.
Any word on Braxton?
Nothing. Don't know how much longer I can cover for him either. Give me those pills, will you?
Here you go. You know, you might consider a real night's sleep instead.
Look, you can tell Catherine the new shipment will be ready when it's ready, all right? She's welcome to come up here and pack boxes herself if she's in such a hurry.
Catherine said she'd shove you in a box if you keep running your yap like that. 3.
Did she now? Well, I can see I was mistaken. Because if Catherine really had sent you, there'd be a lot more expletives in your message. I hope you can forgive my temper. This job has been running me ragged lately. First, my autoloader foreman stages a walkout, and now my chief pescatological health manager is missing.
Your chief what?
Braxton. He's in charge of getting the fish fat, but also making sure they don't get too many tumors. He's a real wizard with pharmaceuticals, but he has creative notions of working hours. Comes with living in a free colony, I guess.
Don't you have rules about it?
We're not keen on rules for rules' sake around here. Means Braxton skips work sometimes, but it also means no company boss is telling me when I can take a shit. Since you don't seem to be constrained yourself, maybe you could check up on him. He lives in the apartments.
Oh,
Tell
no.
him Velma said to get his lazy ass down here, or she might start noticing those extra jugs he's been taking from supply. Something else on your mind?
What's this about your foreman?
Caleb Herrick runs the autoloader operators. He thinks I don't pay them enough for flipping switches and turning dials. He and his whole crew walked out. Say they won't come back unless I pay them more.
Surely you... why can't you pay them more?
Because we've got a budget, all right? And in case you haven't noticed, MSI doesn't exactly have a lot of spare bits on hand.
Surely you can make them come back.
Not on Monarch. Sanjar throughout the old work mandates and penalties.
That's good, right?
Sure. Until your workers start making ridiculous demands.
I'll talk to him for you.
You mind slapping him around a little while you're at it?
Yeah.
I'm joking. Mostly. Unless you can do it without hurting his job performance. If you can find a way to get him back to work, I'll make it worth your while. Check the yacht club. He's usually there.
There's a yacht club in a poor colony? Who's this Catherine?
Sublight boss out of Fallbrook. Handles most goods that come in or out of Stellar Bay. Has a mouth like a ground six spacer.
You said Braxton was stealing drugs? Oh, nope.
I'd give you a friendly...
Who spat in your spirits, Velma?
You noticed my mood? I'm surprised you can see straight today.
I could be seeing triple and I'd still think you're being unkind. I just might find it funnier.
Will you try wrangling half a ton of dead fish with decades-old equipment and see what it does for your disposition? Anyway, what do you folks need?
Braxton and his drugs.
Stealing's such a nasty word. Let's call it skimming. And yeah, let's just say I've noticed the sterile biotics we use for the fish would get used a little faster on Braxton's shifts.
Awfully nice of you to not say anything.
We're not like those corporate towns where you get fined for sleeping on the wrong side of the bed. Besides, the Spacer's Choice stuff we use is cheap enough. And Braxton knows how to get this all tuna, fat, and mostly tumor-free. Something else on your mind?
Fair enough. Talk about Caleb.
Unless you're here to tell me he's agreed to do his job again, I've got nothing to say.
They're hard workers, aren't they? Don't they deserve some compensation for that?
Hard workers? They turn dials and flip switches. The machines do all the actual work. Caleb and his crew have it better than anyone else around here, I'll tell you that much.
Huh.
I don't have the bits for it, plain and simple.
Okay.
Besides, if I make an exception for him, I gotta do the same for everyone.
She's principled, in at least this area. I will begrudgingly give her that.
Thank you. I think. If Caleb wants to keep this job, he'd better get back to it. I'm about ready to hire sublight contractors at this rate.
Are you at least willing to meet him halfway?
For running me ragged while he takes an extended leave at the bar? Not on your life.
Okay.
Fine by me.
Well. Go talk to this Elijah fellow.
You look like a preacher. You a traveling vicar?
In a manner of speaking.
Stellar Bay had a vicar once. He took it upon himself to convince Graham's folk to come back to the corporate fold. Kept making the trip between the city and Amber Heights by foot. Kept getting himself into all sorts of scrapes. Day came when I found a book of his in the middle of a raft encampment. And still gripping it, too.
The plan unfolds as the plan unfolds. To vicar and layman alike.
Oh. That's neat.
Well, we don't get many outsiders.
Yeah, it just means us outsiders gotta make it worth your while when we show up. Oh, this is interesting. Hi.
Who the fuck are you? This ain't your alley.
Hi.
Hey, what are you doing here? This is our secret alley. Berta already pissed by those crates to market.
Ha. I know you murdered Isaac.
Listen, that purple-toothed twerp had it coming. Not that anyone has proof. And not that it's any of your business.
Okay, hold on. Fine.
I don't...
Incoming, Captain!
Okay. I'm going to see if I can put on my speech-specific equipment. Okay. And... where... was it this one? Dialogue skills. Character... Intimidate 64.
Hey, what are you doing here?
I know you murdered Isaac. I'm making it my business.
Oh yeah? What are you saying exactly?
You bullied people long enough. If you know what's good for you, you'll clear out and never come back.
Wow. Most of the pencil pushers around here cave as soon as you look at them funny. Fine, we're going. This ain't worth it.
Well, that was fun.